I know what you're thinking. Was Simon Pegg in an episode of She-Hulk? No, this only gets worse. Simon Pegg, I used to like this guy. I used to like this series, but you know what? There you go. That's the sound of me taking it to the charity shop later on, because this boy he's gone full woke. I've got to say it, he has. It's the best thing since Endgame. Are you fucking kidding, Mr. Pegg? He praises She-Hulk to be Marvel's best project in years. He wants to marry Tatiana Maslany for her epic performance. You do know, dude, that Maslany is already married. And of course, if we go over to Tatiana Maslany's Instagram page, well, she hasn't made any new updates, but it's the usual woke garbage that you'd see for somebody like her, which is such a shame, actually, but that's her choice. It's neither here or there for me. But if we just go back to Simon Pegg, wow, this is absolutely terrible. Simon, what drugs are they force-feeding you, mate? Because it's absolutely terrible. Simon Pegg, the man infamously known for hating superhero movies, just complimented the final episode of the LA-based attorney show of Marvel. Hang on a second, didn't Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, didn't they have guest appearances in Endgame or Infinity War? Am I mistaken about that? I'm sure they did. I don't know how you can compare She-Hulk to Endgame, I really don't. Endgame, not my favourite, it certainly had its faults. Simon Pegg, known for his exceptional work in sci-fi and is much beloved by the geek culture enthusiasts, proclaimed one day that he would like to invest more in serious roles compared to what Marvel makes. So why on earth would he say this? Oh, fuck you, now look at that face. I mean, that's a face right there, ladies and gentlemen, that will sink 1,000 ships. Simon Pegg, She-Hulk is the best thing Marvel has ever done since Endgame. Shall we listen to this, folks? Because I haven't heard this.
I just watched the finale of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, and I've got to say, I think that show is the best.
Ah! What are you doing?
I think it's fucking brilliant. It's really funny. I love its self-reflexivity. That last episode was like blazing fucking saddles. It was great. Tatiana Maslany is the bomb, and I would like to marry her in an alternate dimension.
You're comparing the ending of She-Hulk to a Mel Brooks classic, which I've got on Blu-ray, by the way, Blazing Saddles. Are you kidding? Are you kidding, Simon? Who, by the way, receding hairline, looks really bad. Is he on a diet or something? You know what? I always remember what was her face again? It was Katie Segal, and is it Gemma in Sons of Anarchy, where she was saying to somebody, you never trust anybody who doesn't eat meat. And I don't know if Simon Pegg has suddenly gone into full vegan or vegetarian mode, because he looks emaciated, he looks gaunt, and the fact that he's just sat here coming out with this statement, I'm hoping he's trolling, but I don't think so. Even Edgar Wright is going down the woke rabbit hole very slightly, because One Night in Soho, while I did enjoy most of that film, the third act of that movie was basically men are bad, specifically white men, and, you know, women rule, and, you know, we're going to punish all the men now. And it was just like, oh no, I'm not really seeing this, am I? And yeah, that's why I don't talk about that film much. It's a beautiful looking film, but you get to that third act and you're thinking, God damn, man, what the hell is that? The fans didn't take too kindly to the negative reception that the series had garnered over the 9-episode run. What fans? You mean the Marvel stans? And thus the comments were not filled with much kindness. Sean Stevenson says here, did we even watch the same show? It was awful. And the worst finale of any show. Absolutely. I didn't hate it, but I do think it could have been done a lot better. Like, for example, I would have made the main protagonists the Wrecking Crew, because making it just an incel troll group at the end of it all just came off as weak sauce for a character like She-Hulk, who, by the way, didn't actually fight superpower beings like Abomination. She just slapped around men who were bad to her. Oh God. Do you know what protagonist means? What you're saying is that you'd put a third-rate villain team ahead of the protagonist, who is Jen She-Hulk. I mean, it is pretty weird, isn't it? Like, why on earth would he go on? Oh no, this gets worse. Tatiana Maslany reveals the plans for World War Hulk. At this stage, I'm probably going to be talking about The Rock and Black Adam. I'm watching it this Saturday. At least that might offer a glimmer of hope for me. But when you get wokesters like Simon Pegg coming out with this dog shit, I don't really care anymore. Should you care? No. But do you know why I care? Because I care for you folks out there. I care for you because I want to bring you this news. Some of you might not know about this news. Some of you might know about it, but you might think to yourself, what is that kung fu hot dog fella? What has he got to say about these things? So I'm here. I'm getting a migraine while I talk about these videos. I never used to have migraines, but at the moment, I'm in the hot seat. I feel like J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson when he just gets those explosive outbursts every now and then. I feel like him, actually. At some point, I'm going to be like Nick Ricata and start smoking a cigar on my videos. So, folks, if you enjoyed this today, and yes, I'm out of breath and I'm mad and I've got to go and get lunch very shortly, why am I looking at my wrist when I have no watch in it? You know, this is the senseless, mindless... Take a deep breath, Jason. You'll be fine, dude. You'll be fine. And I do love the idiots who occasionally poke around in the comments box and go, oh, you're just copying certain people in the same hemisphere. Can't you be original? Well, actually, dude or dudette, I am original because I've got original things to say. Instead of attacking me, how about you make your own dumbass video, send me a link to your video, and I'll give you some honest feedback. But you know what? That won't happen because you're an idiot. I'm sat here, I'm making a video, and people will come and like this in the droves. Not every video I make is going to, go past that 1,000 views mark, but you know what? At least I'm doing something about it. What the fuck are you doing? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video today, folks, you know what to do already. Slap that subscribe button. Hit it like it's Simon Pegg's gaunt face. And if I were you, and if you were me, I'll catch you on the next video. Hooah!
Hold it. The next man makes a move, the nigger gets it.